Hello, the unit is Dual Nature of Matter, Session 9, Applications of Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle. In order to discuss the applications of Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, now we know the term called Heisenberg Uncertainty Relation, the statement and experiment in the case of gamma ray microscope. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is impossible to measure the position and the momentum of a particle accurately and simultaneously. This is the statement. Then relations are delta x dot delta px nearly equal to or greater than or less than equal to h cut by 2, where delta x be the uncertainty in the measurement of position, delta px be the uncertainty in the measurement of momentum, h is Planck's constant. Similarly, other two relations of Heisenberg uncertainty principle are delta L dot delta theta greater than or equal to h cut by 2, delta E dot delta t greater than or equal to h cut by 2. Here delta L be the uncertainty in the measurement of angular momentum, delta theta be the uncertainty in the measurement of angular displacement, delta E be the uncertainty in the measurement of energy, delta T uncertainty in the measurement of time. The same thing is applicable in the case of gamma ray microscope. According to this experiment, the limit of resolution of a microscope is delta x or dx is equal to lambda by 2 sine theta. Lambda be the wavelength of light used, theta be the semi-vertical angle when the cone of ray is entering from objective to objective. Similarly, uncertainty in the measurement of momentum is calculated delta px, that is 2h sine theta divided by lambda. Then delta x dot delta px, if we calculate, this is nearly equal to h, that is nothing but Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Then learning objective, this is used to study the applications of Heisenberg uncertainty principle in the case of width of the spectral lines, as well as electrons cannot present inside the nucleus. Then students will be able to understand the width of the spectral line using Heisenberg uncertainty principle, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus, not present inside the nucleus. Then prerequisites: frequency, it is the number of waves or number of oscillations made by the particle per second. Wavelength, it is the length of one wave or the distance between the two consecutive particles which are in the same state of vibration. 3. Kinetic energy, energy possessed by the body by virtue of its motion. Momentum, it is the quantity of motion associated with a body and is expressed as mass of a body and velocity of a body, that is momentum p is equal to mv, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Then applications. The applications of Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The first one, estimate the width of the spectral line. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, delta E dot delta T is nearly equal to or greater than or equal to h cut by 2. H cut is equal to h by 2 pi. Then delta E dot delta T is equal to h by 4 pi. If E is the energy emitted by an electron in an excited state of lifetime t, then delta E is nearly equal to del T, delta E is nearly equal to E. Now, using the Heisenberg uncertainty relation, delta E dot delta T is equal to h by 4 pi, or delta E is equal to h by 4 pi into 1 by delta T. If E is equal to h nu, that is Planck's law of radiation, E be the energy of photon, h is Planck's constant, nu be the frequency of radiation. Taking small energy variation, delta E is equal to h into delta nu. Now, delta E is equal to h into delta nu, h by 4 pi into 1 by delta t, that is equal to delta nu, because delta nu is equal to h by 4 pi into delta t, because you know the relation delta E is equal to delta h by delta t. h by 4 pi into delta t. So delta nu is equal to h by 4 pi into delta t. Delta nu represents the uncertainty or spread in the measurement of frequency, implies delta lambda, because if you know delta lambda is calculated because nu is equal to c by lambda. Delta lambda represents corresponding spread in the wavelength is measured. In this way, the width of the spectral line is measured. Similarly, second application of Heisenberg uncertainty principle is electrons cannot be present inside the nucleus. You know the radius of the nucleus? The radius of the nucleus is 1 Fermi, that is 10 power minus 15 meter. If electron present inside the nucleus is shown, then it may present anywhere in a nucleus of diameter 2 into 10 power minus 15 meter, because the diameter is equal to 2 into radius. That is the uncertainty in the measurement of position. Delta x is equal to diameter, that is 2 into 10 power minus 15 meter. According to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, delta x dot delta px is equal to h cut by 2, implies delta px is equal to h cut by 2 into 1 by delta x. H cut by 2 is h by 4 pi into 1 by delta x. If you substitute this, 6.625 10 power minus 34 joule second is the value of Planck's constant. 4 pi, 4 into 3.142 into x, delta x is 2 into 10 power minus 15. The answer is 2.64 into 10 power minus 20 kg meter per second. Kg meter per second is the uncertainty in the measurement of momentum. Then the kinetic energy of the electron is p square by 2m. If you substitute, momentum is 2.64 10 power minus 20 whole square. Repeat this, 2.64 10 power minus 20 whole square by 2 into 9.1 10 power minus 31. And you convert this into electron volt, that is divided by 1.6 10 power minus 19. The kinetic energy of the electron inside the nucleus is 2390 mega electron volt. That means, if electron present inside the nucleus, its kinetic energy is 2390 mega electron volt. But experiment says, if beta particle or electrons are emitted from the nucleus, its kinetic energy is 4 mega electron volt. The meaning is, according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, if electron present inside the nucleus, its kinetic energy is 2390 mega electron volt. But experiment says, if electrons are emitted, its maximum energy emission is 4 mega electron volt. Conclude that electrons cannot present inside the nucleus.